Ever pondered over how inheritance works in Java? Today, we dive into the heart of object-oriented programming. Java, as many of you might be aware, is an object-oriented programming language. This means it revolves around objects, which are instances of classes, and these classes are the blueprints from which objects are created. Now, let's talk about inheritance in Java. Inheritance, in its simplest form, is a mechanism where one class acquires the properties, both fields and methods, of another class. Think of it like a child inheriting traits from their parents. The child class, also known as the subclass, inherits characteristics from the parent class, or superclass, and it can also add its own unique behaviors. With inheritance, we can create new classes that are built upon existing classes. When you inherit from an existing class, you reuse or inherit its methods and fields and add new methods and fields to adapt your new class to new situations. In Java, we use the extends keyword to depict inheritance. Sounds simple, right? Let's dive deeper. Inheritance is the cornerstone of object-oriented programming, and Java is no exception. It allows us to create a new class, known as a subclass, that inherits the attributes and methods of another class, dubbed the superclass. But how does this happen? Let's break it down. The syntax for inheritance in Java is straightforward. We start by declaring our subclass, followed by the extends keyword, and then the superclass from which we want to inherit. For example, if we have a superclass animal and we want to create a subclass dog, we would write class dog extends animal. This simple line of code allows the dog class to inherit all the attributes and methods of the animal class. That's the beauty of the extends keyword. Remember, a subclass inherits all the members, fields, methods of the superclass. The superclass does not inherit any members of the subclass. Inheritance in Java isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. There are different types, each with its unique characteristics. First, let's talk about single inheritance. This is the most straightforward type. Here, a single class extends from another class, inheriting its properties and methods. Imagine a class named animal with a method called eat. If we create a new class dog that extends animal, dog will also have the eat method without us having to write it again. That's the beauty of single inheritance. Next up is multi-level inheritance. In this type, a class extends from a class, which in turn extends from another class, creating a multi-level structure. Let's take our animal class again. If we create a mammal class that extends animal, and then a dog class that extends mammal, our dog class would inherit properties and methods from both mammal and animal. It's like a family tree of classes. Lastly, we have hierarchical inheritance, where one class serves as a superclass for more than one subclass. Think of our animal class being extended by both a dog class and a cat class. Both dog and cat would inherit the properties of animal, but remain distinct from each other. While Java supports multiple types of inheritance, it's important to note that it does not support multiple inheritance with classes. It can, however, be achieved with interfaces. So why should we care about inheritance in Java? What's in it for us? Well, let's dive into the perks of this programming principle. Inheritance in Java is like a secret sauce that adds flavor to our coding process. It's a mechanism that allows one class to acquire the properties and behaviors of another, and this is where the fun begins. Firstly, it promotes code reusability. You can define common behavior in a superclass and then extend it to subclasses, which means you're writing less code, saving time, and reducing the potential for errors. It's like having a blueprint for a house and then customizing it to build different types of homes. Secondly, it allows method overriding, which enables a subclass to provide a different implementation of a method that is already defined in its superclass. This flexibility allows our code to be more dynamic and adaptable. Inheritance, thus, plays a crucial role in enabling Java to deliver on its promise of write once, run anywhere. Inheritance in Java, a powerful tool indeed, isn't it? Test it out in your projects. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the fascinating world of Java and other programming languages. Keep coding and stay